Okay, class. Now that we've learned about how to skim a reading passage in order to identify main ideas and some key themes, so let's put them into practice. For now, I will read a short passage from the Giving Tree book, and together we will skim through the passage in order to identify some key themes on it. So, let's start. Okay, here we go. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and when he came back, the tree was so happy that she could barely speak. So, here's a quick question for you. As we skim through the passage, what can actually we say about how the tree feels when the boy returns especially? Please push your mind and give me your instant ideas. Definitely right. The tree feels extremely happy because she sees her best friend after a long while. So, one theme we can identify is happiness, a sense of happiness that directly related to giving much affection to a friend without expecting anything in return. And hand in hand with this, another theme that directly related to this is emotional ties between people specifically arise from close friendships. So, from now, I want you to pay your attention to a grammar point, which is subject-verb agreement. So, let's take a quick look at some sentences and see what does subject-verb agreement mean. So, here we go. Let's take a quick look at this sentence. The tree was happy. And again, coming an instant question for you. Can anyone say what or who our subject might be? Please push your mind and tell me the answer. Exactly right. The subject is so obvious. It's the tree, of course. And what about verb? Also, another easiest thing. Our verb is was. So, here's a grammar form to remember and keep in your mind. Since our subject, which is the tree, is used in that sentence in a singular form, and according to that, our verb, which is was, also used in the same way in a singular form, that means we can mention about subject-verb agreement. So, to put it in that way. Now, we have a subject, of course, which is the tree, and we have a verb, which is was. So, when both them are used in the same form, just like in that sentences, in singular form, which means it can be said that there's a subject-verb agreement because they both used in the same way, in the same sentence. So, in order to reinforce that new grammar form knowledge, let's take a little look at another sentence as an example. So, another example is, and the boy stayed away for a long time. You know what's coming? An instant question. So, can anyone identify what our or who our subject might be and the verb as well? Please, I'm waiting for your answers. Definitely right. It's so obvious. So, our subject is the boy, and our verb also is to stay. So, The same rule applies for the sentence that now that our subject, which is the boy, is used in a singular form in that sentence, and then according to that our verb, which is stay, is used in the same way in a singular form as well. That means it can be said that there is a subject-verb agreement in that sentence. So let's take a little look at the third one. And the boy loved the tree. You know, come on, tell me about the subject and the verb, please. I'm waiting for it. Right. That's of course right. Our subject is the boy, and it's obvious that our verb is love. So, so it will be the third repetition, I know, but now that our subject, which is the boy, is used in the singular form in that sentence, and according to that, our verb, which is love, is also used in a singular verb, just like the subject. That means we can mention about the subject and verb agreement. So, to sum up, to sum up, as we read more of the Giving Tree book, we can see that the grammar rule subject-verb agreement makes the sentences easier to understand and helps the main ideas come through clearly. So, great work for now, and let's keep practicing in different ideas this grammar rule, which is subject verb agreement, during the rest of the lesson.